In this lesson, we're going to add a free-formed roof by using 3D extrusions. Not all roofs are perfectly pitched. Some roofs can be radial, some can be any shape imaginable. We're going to create a radial roof in this exercise. One problem is, how do we make our walls conform to the shape of the roof? Well, we're going to cover that in this exercise as well. There are two basic functions I'd like to explore. One is roof by extrusion, and the other is a wall function called attach top base. The object of this lesson is to add a curved roof on the south protrusion in the west wing, and to attach the walls to the underside. Open the file you've been working on, or open the file called Chapter 8 and follow along. As you can see from this example, we have a little curved roof. Nothing great, but kind of cool nonetheless. I don't know how else we do it in traditional method other than creating a roof by extrusion. First thing I'd like to do is go to a 3D view. Let's zoom in on this south addition to the west wing. Holding down the Control key, let's select the three walls. Same problem as before, we just threw a parapet cap on there. And this is a good lesson to learn. In Revit, you can just start the model. You don't have to have the entire building figured out. Anything in Revit can be adjusted at any point to keep working. Instead of basic wall exterior brick and CMU metal stud, it's going to be exterior brick corridor walls. The parapet cap and the soldier chorus are removed. First thing we need to do is establish a plane off the front of this guy to see how far we really want to go from here. About 2 feet I think is good. In the project browser, under floor plans, let's go to level 1. Let's go to the architecture tab and let's create one of my favorite little guys, the reference plane. On the draw panel, click the pick lines button. Let's offset it 2 feet off the face. We're going to come in, offset it 2 feet. Hit escape a couple times. What I want to do is name this reference plane. So go ahead and select the reference plane. Let's give it a name. Let's give it West Wing Roof Plane. And hit apply. Excellent. Hit escape a couple times. Now what I want to do is I want to go to an elevation looking straight at that. So let's go to our south elevation. You can find it in the project browser, or you can double click on the elevation marker. This elevation is coming along real nice. Let's zoom in on this area here, the area of interest, and let's start our command. To make our roof, let's go to the architecture tab. Let's go to the little roof drop down here. And let's go roof by extrusion. Revit immediately has no clue whereabouts we want to draw this roof in terms of depth. So we know where, because we just made a reference plane. We called it West Wing Roof Plane. Select that. Click OK. For the level, this almost doesn't matter, but let's go ahead and select level 3, because that's about the closest level to us. Click OK. Now, we're going to establish more reference planes, but what's nice about this is once we're done with the roof, once we click Finish Edit Mode, these reference planes disappear until we select it and edit the roof again, which is kind of nice. So what I want to do is on the Work Plane panel, click the Reference Plane button, and let's use our Pick Lines button. Let's offset 2 reference planes from the left to the right 3 feet out. So to the left, to the right. Let's offset a reference plane up 4 feet. Let's hit escape a couple times. Now, the next maneuver is to actually make the roof. Revit already understands that we're in an extrusion mode. So all we need to do is click on the Start End Radius Arc button. We're going to use the same basic roof, pitch roof. Let's go to the endpoint, to the endpoint, to the intersection. Let's hit escape. Now, the thing is in Revit, we don't have to specify a thickness because that's already defined in the pitch roof type. What we do have to define is the extrusion end, and we don't want it to go all the way back to the building just yet because we don't know how far back the building really is. So for our extrusion end, let's just type in 3 feet and hit enter. Click apply. Now let's just click Finish Edit Mode.